Hello and welcome to Crypto News. Today is December 20th, 2025, and the top cryptocurrency news is as follows. We will move on to the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, which prohibits the board of directors of Alameda and FTX from managing companies. Therefore, the former board member of Alameda or Caroline Ellison and other former board members of FTX will be barred from managing companies for 8 to 10 years following court decisions to be sure in America that no other company will collapse. Moving on to our legal cases, we will also go to jump trading, which has been hit by a lawsuit. Specifically, Terraform Labs bankruptcy trustee Todd Schneider has filed a lawsuit seeking $4 billion in damages from trading company Jump Trading and several executives. The lawsuit alleges that Jump Trading illegally profited from Terra's 2022 collapse and contributed to the collapse. In addition to the company, the lawsuit also targets its co-founder, William DeSama, and former president of the cryptocurrency trading division, Kanav Kariya. Let's just say that Jump Trading says it has no involvement in the matter. Moving on, we'll move on to Ethereum, where we just learned that the new Ethereum upgrade, which will arrive sometime in 2026, is called Hegota, without giving us any more details about the event and what to expect. And in our last news of the day, we'll move on to an AI coin in Solana, which appears to have been heavily bought or backed. Specifically, according to analysis firm Bubblemaps, a cluster of 23 wallets linked to the creators of the AI coin Ava, which is based on Solana, managed to amass 40% of the token supply during its launch with bots, raising new questions about how serious the coin is, and so on. Let's say these are the wallets that received the coins mainly from Binance and Bitgate, and here we see the price of the coin, which is not even at its best. So from another AI coin, we go to our typical cryptocurrency market with Bitcoin at $88,000. We, for now, are above our resistance with the Bank of Japan raising interest rates as expected, and it went to 0.75%. Of course, this has already been priced in, which is why I'm saying it in Crypto News. Moving on, we'll go to where you probably clicked, and we'll look at the latest Bitcoin price predictions, and we'll start with CryptoQuant, a blockchain analytics firm. CryptoQuant said its on-chain indicators are now pointing to a bear market for the cryptocurrency due to a sharp slowdown in demand for Bitcoin. The firm predicts that Bitcoin is at risk of falling to around $70,000 in the coming months and said it could fall as low as $56,000 if the downtrend continues. And that's just one prediction. The other side of the coin comes from Citigroup, which Citigroup says, "We anticipate increased adoption of digital assets, driven by potential US digital asset legislation in the second quarter, with Bitcoin likely to hover around $80,000 to $90,000 in the new year at user activity prices. Their base case scenario in 12 months predicts a sharp rise to $143,000, due, as they say, to revive demand for ETFs and positive forecasts for the stock market. But there is also a bear case, with the team convinced that it is targeting the low $78,500, or a drop of more than 10% from current levels." And beyond Citigroup, let's look at Mr. Tom Lee, who says that Bitcoin could double.
I think crypto prices are beginning to actually recover. That's why I think Bitcoin can double from here by the end of January. Now, many people don't expect it because of the 4-year cycle. And that's going to be the big question. If Bitcoin breaks 125 in January, there is no 4-year cycle.
So by the end of January, we expect it to double, according to him. And what awaits us is to see the price of Bitcoin exceed $125,000 in January. If we see that, there is no longer the 4-year cycle, the familiar one. This is something that is heard more and more as the days go by. That wraps up the top news for crypto today, December 20th, 2025. I'd like to remind you that the content you just watched is created for educational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice, but rather as investment opinion. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and feel free to comment. Take care, everyone, and have a good day.